Is this thing on? I don't know if it's on. God, I've been using this. I've been using this almost 2 weeks. It's been so long. Y'all know how y'all take a nice little vacation and come back and then you're like, it's been a minute. even though I only posted like last week, but it feels like I've been having posted in like a month. Yeah, it'd be like that. Hello. Ooh, I can actually clip on my phone now too. That's nice. Okay. Welcome to an update of some sorts for July. We got some things to talk about. I'm gonna give the stream a minute to. Where can I share that as? I'm gonna give it a minute so people can get the notifications. Probably. I don't know. We have a lot to talk about in this little Saturday chill stream. I'm gonna call it. I didn't know what to call it. I had no idea. I was just like, you know what? We're gonna just call it Saturday chill stream. I guess. You know. Something simple. But how we doing? What's up, Aiden Wrestling? We got Aiden Wrestling in the building, y'all. Let's see who else. Let's see who else is in the chat. Okay, sent. I hate when Twitter does that. It's annoying. Yes, wrestling. That's what I said. I said wrestling. All right. So we're gonna jump right into it in just a few minutes. Yeah, that's good. What's up, villain? It's good to see y'all in here tonight. You know what I'm saying? Nothing much, man. We are just going through the things. I just got back from a nice little getaway. We're getting back into it, getting some stuff done. I got it. Oh shoot, I don't know what's going on with that. I had a nice little chill day. You know, after my nice little getaway, it was great. The vacation was great. It was great. I loved it. I absolutely adored it. But alright, I'm not gonna waste too much more of your precious time. Let's get right into it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this nice little update stream. We're gonna be talking about CWF, what's going on with the AEW series, what's going on with the main series. We'll talk about everything you need to know, and we're going to talk about some CTP bookers that have been moved around and or have been announced. We have more. Yay, more. Exciting. Let's first start off with CTP itself. During the vacation, we have decided that the Summerslam Season 7 pay-per-view will be the last WWE2K19 show. No matter if I get to it in September, no matter if I get to it in October, it will be the last WWE2K19 show. We decided on that because a lot of us, including myself, are getting tired of WWE2K19 and don't want to use WWE2K20. So we are going to stop there because it is a great stopping point, because the SummerSlam match card is already made, the arena is already made, and the NXT takeover that hasn't been announced yet, but that takeover arena is already made already as well. So it's a great stopping point. So the final 2 pay-per-views on WWE2K19 for the season 7 will be King of the Ring and SummerSlam, which means we only have 6 weeks of WWE2K19 technically for the for 2K19 until we switch over to mainly 2K22, but we're still going to be using 2K19 a little bit. I would say all of Raw will be on 22 probably, and SmackDown will be half and half, and NXT will stay on 2K19 for a few weeks into 2K22's life cycle. But NXT will move over to 22 probably in December, most likely. But that is how we're doing it. So King of the Ring is in 2 weeks, technically, in game time. We have we have 2 weeks. Well, no, we don't. Yeah, we do. I'm getting ahead of myself because I forgot that Raw's almost done, NXT's almost done, and SmackDown's basically being edited right now. So yeah, we have 2 weeks. So King of the Ring's in 2 weeks. You should see Monday Night Raw within the next 2 days, most likely. If I can get to what expert needs, you will see Raw in 2 days. Then you'll see NXT probably next week as well, and it's SmackDown probably next week. I'm gonna try to get all 3 shows out for you next week. Then we have the Super Show week. That week's gonna be great. Those shows are primarily already done, so that's not gonna take long. I just gotta do commentary. Commentary takes me a day to do. Once I get the show, put it in Filmora, sometimes I have to edit some theme songs, but I think all those shows are going to be, I think I only have to edit one of those shows. So that won't take me long to do. You'll get that Super Show week. That's another week down. King of the Ring, SummerSlam's only a 4-week build. And then you will see the NXT takeover, SummerSlam night 1, SummerSlam night 2, then 2K22 will start after that. That's the plan. Like I said, depending on how everything goes, you will see half 19, half 22 for the fall. Well, technically the fall. I call it the fall of season 7 because technically the fall of season 7 starts for me, or the fall of any season starts after SummerSlam. That's when, in my opinion, that's when the series starts to pick up again. You know, we have that little down period after the draft. You know, we had that little down period for a little bit, and then we start building towards SummerSlam, and then the fall is when we start picking it up again, and then especially when we start to get around Survivor Series time. So the fall of season 7 will be 2K22 mainly, but there will still be some 19 until we get until calls are made, until stuff that we need to port over to 2K22 is done, and mods come out, obviously. So if the game is moddable, we don't know. The problem with saying, oh, we're going to have the majority of 2K 22 and not use 2K19 is because we don't know if 2K22 will be moddable yet. I have no idea. So I'm just saying that 2K19 mainly won't go anywhere. It will still be used, but I'm looking forward to 22. But we'll still be using 2K19 until I get all those calls made. I gotta make sure I get the majority of my rosters together. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure the majority of my roster can be ported over to 22. So there's still question marks. Moving. I hate this time of year because, moving to a new game is hard. It is very hard because you have to pick up where you last left off from the last game. That's why I said people they were telling the bookers were saying that we should just stop now. I'm like, no, we should not stop now, because this is not a good stopping point. You know what I'm saying? This is a terrible stopping point. I don't want to say 2K22, you know what I'm saying? Oh, let's, let's do King of the Ring on 2K22. No, King of the Ring is already almost made. Let's keep going. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said stop at SummerSlam. We know some stuff post SummerSlam is not done. I know that for a fact. I know we haven't got to that point yet. Stuff is booked, but some stuff post SummerSlam is not done. So that's why I said stop SummerSlam. We stop there. It's a good stopping point. It's halfway through the season. We can see how 2K22 is functioning. Hopefully it functions right. We'll see how the roster is. We'll coordinate how we're going to get some calls on there, and we'll go from there. That's just how I see it. That's the negative of having a continuing series and picking up where you last left off. I can't just say, I'm going to have a complete restart. No, we don't do that around here. We're just gonna continue where we last left off. When that first 2K22 episodes is going to be the Raw after SummerSlam. That's what I'm going to call it. That's just basically how it's going to be. I'm going to pick up. Oh, it's the Raw after SummerSlam, and we're going to go from there. That's it. So that's what we have come to decide it. So there y'all go. So the last full 2K19 show with mods probably in between will be SummerSlam night 1 and night 2. Both nights. There you go. SummerSlam will be a 2-night event. There you go. Both nights will be on 2K19. That will be the final full pay-per-view on 2K19, because the next time we are on pay-per-view, which is not announced yet, you will get that announcement probably at SummerSlam itself. The next, I think, and I believe Raw goes next too. I think so. I believe Raw is first, but that Raw and SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view in September, that will be 2K22 and 2K19 at the same time, most likely. So there you go. The way our arena guy does it, and the way how we make our arenas, we can make them virtually identical to from game to game. So, and I believe that the way our arenas are going to be built after SummerSlam, we can easily make those arenas in 2K22, and you won't even notice a difference. The only way you can tell that I'm going to be using 2K19 after SummerSlam is if you literally look for the 2K19 logo and be like, oh, he's not in 2K22. There you go. So it's very, very simple. You can tell easily, depending on how the graphics look on 2K22, depending on how the gameplay is, you might can tell that, oh, he's on 2K19. But yeah, I'm telling you guys now, even when it says WWE, it's never going to say WWE2K22 Universe Mode. No, it will say WWE2K Universe Mode for a reason, because I'm going to be using more than one game. I'm going to be using mods. I'm not going to be using one game primarily when October gets here. No, it will be multiple games used until we get to a point where I don't have to use 2K19 anymore. That could take 2 months. That could take 3 months. That could take 4 months. It depends on how everything goes. So that is the update on that situation. As for CWF, the Co Wrestling Federation, I have made the determination that, like I said, since I am getting burnt out with 2K19, I do not want to have an extra side project on this game. So I have come to a decision that the CWF will not start until WWE2K22. That is my decision. If 2K22 is a mess, then I will reconsider that option and probably use 19 a little bit. But I want to use the new game for that series. The reason why is because that's going to be my little test. My little test is to, my little, you can say practice, to get used to the new game's controls, how it functions, how everything works. I'll just use the CWF as a test dummy for that. So the series will not start as I expected in August. It will start in October. Sorry for your bummed out CWF fans, but I don't want to use this game, 2K19, for anything else besides CTP right now. That's it. I'm honestly getting a little burnt out from it. I want something new, honestly, and I think just using this for universe mode purposes only is the best thing I can do, and not having another series tapped in on this game will be perfectly fine. I'm tired of looking at Tyler Bates. Yeah, it's good, Bray Wyatt. Okay, that's good. Will be great. So the CWF will be on 2K22. That's what gives us time to get rosters done, start working on episodes, and then production will begin when WWE2K22 is in my hands. Remember, I'm making everything for the CWF, and you might get the developing bookers. They might do some stuff for that too, but that's something that because stuff's going to be made with me primarily on that. So fall 2021, like we stated, and it will literally be the fall. October 2021 is when the CWF will begin. So that is my announcement with that. We also have another CWF booker. His name is Picky 11. Picky 11 will be joining the CWF. Congratulations to him. He actually asked me he wanted to join the bookers team. So we got him involved with the CWF. It's going to be absolutely fun. I love the bookers already in that thing. Y'all are absolutely great already. And it's going to be a blast building, getting stuff wrapped up through the rest of the summer to get things prepared for the fall whenever we make this series a possibility. Right now we have 6 bookers for the CWF, with CTP veterans overseeing them, helping them out with advice. I got 2 CTP veterans in there. They're getting them situated with the rosters. We're going to start working on episodes, start structuring storylines, etc. Whenever we get the rosters done with that. It's going to be great. Yeah, I'm very excited too. I'm very, very excited, and I'm looking forward to working with them for the rest of the summer on that. Yes, a lot of people were very, very interested in the CWF. Like I said, I've been having people wanting to be in CTP for a long time, so having a developmental system is very, very beneficial to me. And it gives me another side project and fun to have as a content creator. So I'm looking forward to how everything goes with that in the fall of 2021. So that is another announcement that is being made. Last thing on the AEW series. Like I said, I am getting tired of 2K19 a little bit. So what I'm thinking of doing for the AEW series, I want to use WWE2K22 for that until the AEW game comes out. We don't know when the AEW game will be released, but I will be buying it, and that will be where the AEW series will move once the game comes out, the actual game. Hopefully it has community creations on it. Fingers crossed. They have something like that. If not, we'll just be using the WWE, whatever, 2K22 and the AEW game at the same time, unless it's like next gen or something like that. Then we might have a little issue with that. But the AEW series is coming. I'm sorry that it's taken me a long time to get to it. I know I announced the match card about 2 months ago, but I just haven't got to finishing the show. The show is basically almost done. I just need to finish editing it, and then you'll get the Double or Nothing show. I put a date. I said the end of July. We can still make that date. If I work hard enough the next few days, I can be able to get the show out to you guys in the next 2 weeks, like I stated. And then that's when we'll see Double or Nothing. I have a date in mind, because I don't want to do it the same day as Money in the Bank, because that's going to be the first crowd pay-per-view. Nobody going to care about watching the universe mode that day. so I'm not gonna do it that day. And it's something very new. It needs its own weekend from what I see. So nothing like WWE needs to be going on the same day as that when that pay-per-view comes out, because it's so new. It's not like I could put a CTP show on that Sunday and it'll probably do decent because it's WWE related. Plus people gonna be looking up WWE stuff anyway because it's Money in the Bank, first pay-per-view with a crowd. So I might get a lot of views if I do a WWE show on the same day as that. But putting the AEW show on no, it won't work. So I'm looking at the following weekend after Money in the Bank, July 25th. I think I said in my head I wanted to come out. So it might come out July 25th. That's my day that I have in mind for the AEW Double or Nothing pay-per-view. And then we'll have episode 1 and episode 2 come out, because I have those 2 written down. And then we might get a little break from that series until 2K22 comes out. Then we'll pick up where we last left off. So that is my goal with the AEW series, is to use 19 and 22 for that, like I am using for like I am using for this series. Be better organized with that. Like have one account with 19, one account with the AEW stuff, have one account with the WWE stuff. So and get organized and make my life a lot easier for that series as well. So that is the goal for that. So there you go. So you'll get Double or Nothing episode 1 and episode 2, and I think we're gonna stop before episode 3 comes out and then wait until WWE2K22 to do episode 3 of Tuesday Night Dynamite, because my AEW will be on Tuesday instead of Wednesdays like the real life AEW, because I think that Tuesday's a very should have been a day in IRL in my opinion, right after Raw. It would have been perfect, but they went with Wednesdays because of basketball. And in my perfect world, basketball does not interfere with my AEW, so we're gonna do Tuesday. So there you go. And I think I took care of all the other announcements. I think I'm done. I know I just talked a lot about 3 different series in less than 22 minutes. That's amazing. Usually I run my mouth a lot and go through scenarios and talk about this and talk about that. But I just did all of that in less than 22 minutes. I'm proud of myself. All right. I think that is it for announcements. I don't think I'm missing anything. I think I caught everything I needed to catch. So yeah, that's a wrap. So that's the timeline for the rest of the summer. So before July ends, you'll most likely get the super shows. That's what I'm aiming for. And then hopefully King of the Ring 2. And then I'm going to try to get Double or Nothing out for you guys before July ends too. And yeah. And then like I said, CWF won't start until the fall. So yeah. Other than that, you're going to be getting some nice little fun content in between. You might get a Universe Mode sim in there. I might do another Universe Mode stories, pretend never happened, what could have happened. I still got a couple of those that I've been looking for. I've been watching my old content the last few days while I've been on vacation. I know, watching me on vacation. I know, I'm weird. But anyway, I've been watching my old content the last few days on vacation. I've been looking at, I was pushing that guy and what happened with that push, and yeah, because I was trying to get some what could have happened, ideas and pretending never happened stuff too. That stuff that happened that I want you to forget. I've been trying to get those ideas in my head, and I got a few of them. So you might get a couple of those videos in the near future, and in the next few weeks actually. So one question I want to ask to you guys is what podcast topics do you guys want me to cover? I know I haven't done the podcast in a long time. I apologize for that. I just haven't been able to get to it, combined with the vacations I have been taking, and I just haven't had the time to do it. But is there anything in particular you guys want me to talk about on the podcast itself? You know, I could talk about what's been going on in the wrestling world with crowds coming back. What are my expectations on that? You know, I can talk about, you know, anything gaming related that's been going on in the world. I know a lot of games are having some controversies the last few weeks. But if there's any particular topic that you guys want me to cover in the podcast, let me know down below or in the comment section down below, and I'll get to it. But I know I haven't done a podcast in a while, but I'm going to try to make a routine to get at least 2 or 3 podcasts per week. I was saying get a podcast every day, but that's virtually impossible because I had to sit down and record all the podcasts and schedule them in one day. Combined with working on a functioning universe mode that, you know, that requires editing time is no, I can't do all that. So, if there's anything you guys want me to specifically cover on the podcast, let me know in the comment section down below or in the live stream chat down below, or you can just DM me on Twitter or DM me on Discord or whatever you have me on, and I will cover it in a individual podcast and give my opinion on it, of sorts. So there you go. I've missed you guys. It's been very, very too long since we had a nice chat. You know, I'm glad to see everybody doing very well. Shout out to everybody that's here right now. I know a lot of people are not here. I know it's a Saturday. I just wanted to come on here. I just got home. I wanted to talk to you guys for a little while. You know what I'm saying? That's a good question. I honestly, I didn't even know that 2K was bringing that back. You know, personally, I don't play that many sports games. I only play sports games of sports I watch. So like, the only sports games like I have bought are NBA 2K, WWE2K, and Madden, or football game. That's it. I've tried to get into soccer, but I just, you know, I'm so confused on how soccer works. Honestly, that I just never really got into soccer at all. But hey, you know, I might try to get into soccer one day again. You know what I'm saying? This is cool. But I could make if I can see where APF, where whatever that is, you know what I'm saying, and I could do some research on it, I might get my opinion. Oh well, yeah, like I said, I don't watch that sport probably, so I don't know what's been going on with that. I didn't even know that was a thing, honestly, because again, I only buy sports games of the sports I watch. That's it. If I don't really like this, if I don't really watch the sport or like a consistent fan of the sport, I won't buy the sports game. Nah. Well, I know that they had All Pro or NFL 2K5, but that's the only football game I remember from 2K. I didn't even know they had an APF 2K. I had no idea about that. No clue. Did not know that was a thing at all. What else I was trying to say? I was making sure I covered everything that you guys need to know. I think I covered everything. Let me make sure. I'm gonna text the bookers real quick. Let me see. Well, wow, they made football games into 2008. I thought like after EA bought the rights for 10, because EA had bought the rights for like over a decade, so people pretty much got sad that the rights were bought. You know what I'm saying? And they stopped making football games and stopped producing them. You know what I'm saying? So ever since then, I haven't played an NFL 2K game. The last NFL 2K game I played was NFL 2K5 on my PlayStation 2. I'll never forget. Oh, okay. 2K8. Yeah, I was probably in my Madden phase at that point. Yeah, yeah. Whenever that game came out, I was still deep into Madden. Like I was a big Madden fan back then. So I probably missed it whenever it came up. Because my household was mainly Madden. Like for football games, like Madden and that little NFL 2K game that we bought. That was the only NFL 2K game I played, and then it was Madden. What's up, J&W? How you doing, man? J&W, you basically missed all the announcements, but I want to go through them again just for people that's popping in. So, like I said, CTP Summerslam will be the last fully WWE 2K19 pay-per-view of Season 7. Like I said, after SummerSlam, we're going to be using WWE 2K22 and WWE 2K19. I also said that the CWF won't start until WWE 2K22 because we need to get some stuff together with that, and I really don't want to start producing it yet because we still got to get a lot of stuff done. And I also said that CTP, the AEW series, will start very soon, and we might produce a couple episodes before WWE 2K22. That's basically what I said in less than 22 minutes. Yeah. Yeah. That's what EA does. EA just rebuys and just gives the NFL like boatloads of money, and they just keep the football license for decades. They got it for 10 years. The license just expired a few years ago, and they signed another 10-year deal. And the NFL just keeps giving them 10-year deals because EA keeps making profit from the football games. If you make a profit and you keep bringing in millions and millions of dollars, and you save that money and keep forking over those millions of dollars to keep that exclusive rights going, you're never going to stop making money. It's just that simple. And Madden has little changes every year, and they get millions from it. They make they make an average of $7 million per game. That's just based off of sales, bro. Based off of sales. That's what they make off of sales from Madden. That's not even counting into what you call it? They don't even count into like Ultimate Team. That's millions off right like that. That's why people get mad at. Same thing with NBA 2K. People get mad at them for my team and my career and stuff like that, but y'all keep buying the game and they don't change at all. That's y'all fault for keep buying the game. Shoot, if for me, logically, if I'm working in the gaming industry, if I don't gotta change that much about the game and just slap a new logo on it, put a new number on it, bring some of the similar features from the last year's game and change it a little bit and still make millions of dollars, I'm gonna keep that same format going. That's less work on my department. All I gotta do is spend a couple million in marketing and I make a profit. That's what that's what 2K does every single year, and y'all complain and they do it again. They don't care. The only way you can hurt these companies is with your wallets, not buying it. I didn't buy Madden 21. I didn't buy NBA 2K21. I did not. Nope. I haven't bought it back. The last Madden I got, it was Madden 20. I got it for free. Somebody bought it for me. The last NBA 2K I got was NBA 2K20. I got it for Christmas. Somebody bought it for me. I didn't fork over my $65 to them. Nope. Somebody bought it for me. No, that's the last NBA and Madden I bought. I skipped it for a full year, and it looks like NBA 2K22 is going down that same pipeline. It looks like Madden 22 is going down that same pipeline. So you know what? I'm gonna skip it. It's just that simple. It's not that hard. You heard him with the pocketbooks. It is enough people going to pick up and skip the game? That's the bigger question. The only way change is going to happen is if people skip the game. That's it. And when they don't make enough money from the game, and when they see, oh my goodness, bro, you know, our sales are down, then they're going to change something. Till then, good luck. Good luck. And you know the EA format, if a game don't make a profit, they shut down the studios. They close you. They close down the studios. Shut them down and fire all those people. That's what EA been doing for years. If you don't make a profit with them. 2K been the same way. They've been doing that dirty laundry too. 2K ain't slick. They let executives go. They let game directors go if games don't make a profit or don't live to their expectations. You know. And I've been telling people, 2K cares about the NBA more than it cares about the WWE series, bro. You know what I'm saying? They do. And you can't tell me otherwise. You know, they literally neglected WWE. Legit. NBA 2K20 was a better functioning game than WWE 2K20 was. And 2K did not care. Because they were making millions from NBA 2K20 and they didn't really care if WWE 2K20, you know, did well. It was their side piece. Legit. It's their side piece. They didn't care. They didn't care until we went on Twitter and complained and made a hashtag and threatened them to say, you know, oh, if this doesn't do well, we threatened the WWE to pull the plug. And WWE was angry about that WWE stopped marketing the game too. WWE stopped putting, go buy WWE 2K20 on Raw and SmackDown because it was getting bad publicity. They were embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? That's when we really got our voices heard. And we hurt them in sales. That's why WWE 2K22 has the extra game development time, has new people in it, and has new people behind it. Because they can't fail with this one. Because they know WWE can easily... WWE don't care about... WWE don't care about, you know, developers like that. WWE would easily pull the plug and say, 2K, you're not making our games no more. You know, anything with WWE like that. Because if WWE sees that 2K22 is giving them bad publicity and having them in a negative light, that they're gonna go to 2K and say, nah, we're good, brothers. We want our rights. You can't make our games no more. We're going to somebody else. And 2K can't do nothing about that. The pressure's on 2K because WWE can easily do that any day they want to. They ain't as scared as how the NBA is. The NBA, they necessarily don't care what 2K does with them, because the NBA has two licenses. People making their games. They got EA making their games and they got 2K making their games. So they're getting a profit from their games. They don't care. They don't care. But WWE don't have two people making their games. They only have one person in there making their games. So they care a little bit more than the NBA does. And I know for certain that WWE will say, you can't make our games anymore. We're going to somebody else. Because Vince and company don't like that bad publicity. You know what I'm saying? They don't like that at all. Yeah, JW, they don't. I know they don't. They don't make them often enough, but when it's made, the NBA realistically is getting sales from 2 basketball games, and that's all they care about. You know what I'm saying? They have their license spread around like that. That's how I wish the NFL was. They had their license spread around the 2 companies that can make their games. So if one game is bad, they have another game to fall back on. WWE and the NFL don't have that. If Madden is trash, the NFL can't say, well, hey, 2K's game was good. They don't have that. Same with WWE. If WWE 2K fails, then WWE don't have another game to fall back on. You know? That's the difference. But I can tell you now, WWE 2K22, this is their last shot. Because I promise you, I know for certain, with the way WWE is going, I would not be surprised if WWE says, 2K, you're done. And move on to somebody else. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. I promise. Because WWE is like that. They don't like that bad publicity. They don't like those negative aspects around them, especially in the gaming landscape. They hate it. They hate it. You know? 2 back-to-back terrible games in the media. Shoo. I know WWE will for certain pull the plug. I know I would. At least, I just want a working, functioning game with better gameplay and improvements. That's it. I don't want this to be No Mercy or Here Comes the Pain, because we're not getting that. I know we ain't getting that. No, that ain't happening. I just want something that works and it's as good as WWE 2K19 and something that you can build on going into the next generation of consoles. That's it. I want a functioning game. I want a game that don't break on me every 5 minutes. I want a game that feels good to play. A game that's not slow. A game that's not that's not a glitch fest. That's what I want. I want a game that hits different. Like they said. I want it to hit different. That's what I want. That's all I want. Maybe a universe mode with some GM mode like features. That would be cool. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't crash every 5 seconds. Correct. I want a game that don't crash on me. I want a game that works. That's all I really want. At this point. You know? That's all I need. I don't need this grand old game because I know it won't be a grand old game. I know this already. You know? If it works, then I can play it. Just that simple. If WWE 2K20 worked, would I be sitting on this screen right now? Absolutely not. I will be on 2K20 right now, playing it. Won't be burnt out on the game I've been playing since 2019. Well, technically 2018. Nearly almost 3 years. I've been playing WWE 2K19. Because it works and doesn't crash on me. If 2K20 works, I'll be playing it right now. If 2K20 wasn't slow, I'll be playing it right now. That's simple. That's the only reason why I haven't played WWE 2K20 in over 4 months. Because it is slow and it crashes. Like you can't even go days without a crash. It crashes like every 2 days on you. That's not worth $60. I'm sorry. It's not. Very, very, it's that simple. I don't care how good it looks. If it don't work, then how am I getting my money's worth? I can look at a game with screenshots. I want to play the game. That's simple. Don't underestimate your expectations. Don't overhype the game. Saying that this is going to be the second coming of No Mercy. No. All you guys should do. I know it's been 2 years. I know it's been a year. You know what I'm saying? I know they had this amount of time to work on it, bro. I understand this. But all you guys should ask for is a functioning, working game. That's it. That's all I'm asking for. That's it. I just want a game that works. I don't care about nothing else. You know? And you gotta feel bad for Universe Mode creators. Like, J&W, have you felt burnt out by WWE 2K19? Like, do you feel like you need something new? Because I know I felt it. You know, that's why I stopped watching so many Universe Modes, because I'm like, I'm tired of seeing the same game over and over again. You know what I'm saying? It's just like the same kind of moves, same kind of structure. You know what I'm saying? Even Gresh is feeling it, and he has mods. He can do more with this game, but he's still feeling the effects of playing the same game that he's played for over 3 years. I know I felt it. You know what I'm saying? Roster's correct. You know, even I hate to say this by Aiden, but you know, Aiden Wrestling is kind of right. You know, those calls sometimes don't give you that real feeling of a real person sometimes. And I see why he don't use that many calls. I see why. If you use that call for over 2 years, you can be like, okay, I want the real person now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you seen the same roster for 3 years, knowing how much WWE has changed in 3 years and how many people have got to the company, have left the company. Like, you want that new roster, you know? Like, us as content creators are getting tired of the game. I know I am. That's not saying that I don't love what I do. Absolutely, I do love what I do. Absolutely, I'm going to give you guys the best content that I can. You know what I'm saying? But you got to want something new. Some of my bookers confess to me that they want something new. And that's why we went to that decision that, hey guys, WWE Summerslam, CTP Summerslam will be the last fully pay-per-view of 2K19. Because we're waiting on something new. We're waiting on something to sink our teeth in that's very exciting and new. That's why I've been pushing and hoping that WWE 2K22 is successful. I do not want this game to be terrible, because then that means another year of WWE 2K19. And nobody, I don't care how much you love this game, nobody wants that at all. I promise you. For a content creator, for sure, don't want that. You can ask anybody in this community. How would they feel if they had to play WWE 2K19 for another whole year? Ask them and see what they say. Some people say they're gonna, they actually is gonna quit their universe mode. I heard that. I heard taking a break from universe mode. I heard changing their channel all the way. You know what I'm saying? That was what some people said. If they had to play WWE 2K19 one more year. And do I blame them? No, I don't blame you at all. That's right. Calls only get you so far in this on this game. The only thing I really like about this game, legit, is like I would say the mods are saving me. You know, because with mods you can manipulate the crowd and get the reaction that you want. See, it's a little bit more realistic with how the characters look, and you can really have some fun with those mods. So guys like Merce and guys like Gresh is really keeping my passion going with 2K19. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's the mods. The mods are keeping me in this game. Legit. It's the mods. I promise. I know it's basically with the editing. With the editing, like whenever you edit the shows, you can get the right reaction that you want. I've noticed that, and I've tried it a couple times, and it has worked. You know, with editing the shows, you can get the reaction that you want. But that's the only thing that's keeping me like into this game at this point. You know, and it's nothing with the universe mode. I love the universe mode right now. The bookings the best it's ever been ever. All three shows are getting back to that point that I loved about them. I love Raw because of certain people. I love NXT because of certain people. And I love SmackDown because of certain people. Certain storylines that I like on each brand. Certain characters I like on each brand. It's nothing with them. It's just that I want something new at this point. You know, and that's okay to feel like that. That you want something new. That's what I do. You know. I feel like what we have planned in the fall of season 7 needs to be on WWE 2K22 the majority. If we want the full fruits of what we have planned for each brand, I think that needs to be on 2K22 the majority, and not rely on 19 a lot. Because the stuff that we have planned is great, and I know we're gonna have to use 2K19 for some of it. But I don't want to use 2K19 for all of it. That's just how I feel at this point. Because I know the stuff that we got planned is going to be great. I know it. I know it will. For each brand, especially Monday Night Raw, I do not want the Raw bookers to feel strained by using 2K19 the majority of the time. With all the things that we want to do on that show. That Raw at the Summerslam is going to blow your mind. You won't see it coming. I promise. If you think that the Raws now are good, just wait. Just wait. That Raw at the SummerSlam you won't see coming. And I do not want it to be bare bone by anything. You know, oh, I'm tired of this game. I don't want to hear all that. It needs to be at the best experience as possible. That's why I'm banking on 2K22 to be great. I hope it's the best WWE 2K we've gotten so far. I really do. At least, this is all I want. At least be as good as 2K19 is. That's it. If they can do that, then you got me. But the thing is, be as good as 2K19 and build. Don't regress. 2K23 needs to be as good as 2K22. As good, and keep going. And keep building like you was doing. They were doing it right. 2K15, 2K16, very good. That's a great year for 2K. NBA 2K16 release, that is the best NBA 2K on the PS4 generation. Changed my mind. I will fight you. I will fight you over that opinion for like over hours, in my opinion. WWE 2K16 was very good. 2K17, it had its shining points. It was an improvement. 2K18, one of the best looking WWE 2Ks on the PS4, in my opinion. Very good game. It just needed the depth. It didn't have the depth. 2K19 fixed that. 2K19 was the best. It's to this day the best PS4 WWE 2K game. 2K20 just sank all the momentum that 2K had, the streak that they had, and put it down the toilet. Now they gotta fix it and go up again. Just give me an improvement. Give me something new. Not a terrible micro remote that felt rushed, with corny lines, with a story that just was all over the place, a slow gameplay, constant crashing. I don't want all that. I want a functioning game with a decent micro remote. Don't even gotta just as good as 2K19's. That's all I want. A universe mode that is overhauled. Not the same universe mode I got for the last 19 and 20. I want an overhaul universe mode with some improvements. That's it. And gameplay that's fluid and that's good. That's all I want. All I want. Maybe surprise me with a mode that hasn't been in the game for a few years. Maybe get rid of 2K Showcase, because I don't want 2K Showcase anymore. I think 2K Showcase is a waste of time, in my opinion. That's just how I feel. If you could dedicate that 2K Showcase time to put that into universe mode, I would absolutely adore that. Imagine. Use your time wisely. Yeah, 2 years though. So, well, technically 18 months from what Biking Size Gamers said. You had 18 months. So, I mean, you should give me something good at that point. That's it. That is it. That's why my decision. Why is he texting me like that? I don't know what that is. Okay. I don't know what that. Oh, my bad. I got a text. That's all I need. That's it. Functioning game. At that point. All right. So, with that being said, I think I covered everything that needs to be covered. Any questions, comments, or concerns? I mean, I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. I can't even play for the rosters at this point. I just can't play it at all. I can't play it at all. Well, I don't know what he's talking about then. What's so good about that roster though? Besides like guys like Keith Lee in there, but like what's so good about the 2K20 roster that like you have to play it? There would I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about. That is just crazy. Well, yeah, that is true. Riddle, I think like Riddle Spiral was my favorite to play in 2K20 because his moveset was just fantastic. And Keith Lee has always been awesome. I love my matches that I've done with Keith Lee. They've always been good. Well, we don't know. We do know Buddy Murphy has been scanned, but does that mean that 2K is going to pay the royalties to have him in the game? That is up. That is of the unknown. We don't know who's going to be in the game, and it's almost August, and we don't know what the game cover star is. But it's not that they're late, because if you look back at WWE 2K20's life cycle, we didn't know who the cover star were going to be until August anyway. So I think stuff is going to start ramping up when we get to August. Because I keep saying that they haven't started NBA 2K22's marketing yet. And that don't start until August. Like if you go to NBA 2K, like the official NBA 2K Twitter account, they're still marketing NBA 2K21. It's still retweeting things with NBA 2K21. That game hasn't stopped yet. WWE 2K marketing will not start until, or will not continue and ramp up until NBA 2K gets their shine. And NBA 2K's marketing don't typically start until August. So both of them are going to be starting very soon. Keep that in mind. There was a leak about NBA 2K22 about their cover stars being revealed. And stuff like that, but that has not been confirmed yet. I would say, Villain, we will find out how big the 2K22's roster's going to be is probably at the end of August. When I will say probably SummerSlam, we're going to get some roster reveal. You know, they might do something at SummerSlam, and they might reveal some stuff and have a little 2K day at SummerSlam, like they did one year, and we might get a bunch of information there. But that's all I see at this point. I don't know about anything else, baby. I honestly don't know about anything else. But it's a wait and see approach, my guy. I've been waiting. Oh, yeah, I wanted to go over some changes. So, what's going to be happening is about, like, for the main series I want to talk about. So, Jake, after the SmackDown booker currently, will be moving over to NXT after SummerSlam. Malik is going to take over the reins as on SmackDown as a booker. We also have Expert Gaming working with SmackDown as well, and myself. So that there will be some changes after SummerSlam with how the bookers are going to be working for each brand. Those are the changes that I want to go over. But that's about it. I don't have anything else. Anything else y'all want me to cover? I don't have anything. I think I talked about everything I want to talk about today. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I could go with some of these questions I got. So, while I'm sitting here, I guess I can go over these questions. So while I was riding to my destination on vacation, I asked you guys some questions about give me some questions that I want you to answer. So some people gave me some questions that I will go over on the stream, I guess, because since I don't have anything else to cover, I guess we'll do a little Q&A section. So somebody asked me what is the worst story I ever booked in universe mode? So I replied and I said Undertaker and Kane versus the Ascension. Yes, Undertaker. No. Your eyes and ears did not deceive you. Undertaker and Kane versus the Ascension. That was a storyline, by the way. It was weird looking back at it, and the story was wonky. It was very wonky. It was awful. Basically, the Ascension were SmackDown Tag Team Champions. And Coltrane had the bright idea and said, I want to, give them a legit feud. The Undertaker and Kane just reunited as the Brothers of Destruction. And they were running around on SmackDown. They got a couple wins. So I put them in a feud with the Ascension. By the way, fun fact, the Ascension are your longest reigning Raw, SmackDown, and NXT Tag Team Champions. Their records probably will never be touched because they held the Raw Tag Team titles for 1,675 days. They held the NXT Tag Team titles for 2,720 days. And they held the SmackDown Tag Team titles for 1,113 days. I'm safe to say those records will never be broken. Most likely they won't be touched. People might come close, but I don't think at this time period and the way how things are going to work, those records will never be broken. But I digress. Listen, it gets good, guys. It gets good. Like I said. So keep in mind, the Ascension are the greatest CTP tag team in the history of the series. Basically, on reigns. Their tag team title reigns will never be broken. Most likely. Taker and Kane going for the SmackDown tag team titles kinda didn't make any sense. It didn't. It was just something to establish this. That was my mindset. It didn't make any sense. They had no prior history before this. But I did it just to establish the dominance of the Ascension. Record Shatter responded and said it was actually the way to get young talent over now that they were released makes them going over a waste, the struggle of an ongoing universe mode. And I agree. That gave me an idea for a universe mode advice. And we might do this the weekend or probably Monday. Is the struggles of an ongoing universe mode. Oh my God, yes. I want to cover that in a topic because it is real. It is real. The struggle is real when you have a universe mode that's been going on for game to game to game to game to game. I'm going to talk about that in a universe mode advice. What to plan for, what things to avoid. I'm going to talk about that in a universe mode advice sometime in the next couple days. Okay. So I replied and I said, yes, sucks. They're going. I use release stars based on a case-by-case basis. Like Andrade still being used, Aleister Black still being used, those guys like that. The season has done so much for this universe mode, the history will never be forgotten. I told them that they're the longest reigning NXT, Raw, and SmackDown Tag Team Champions in series history. Somebody asked me what was my least favorite champions on SmackDown right now, and I said British Strong Style. Honestly, a lot of people told me Samuel Lewis, but I just don't see that. I think Samuel Lewis is perfectly fine in his role right now. He's great, and I think his Super Show match is going to prove that. But I would say that British Strong Styles, because I think that you know, their story's been kind of wonky, and I have not liked their title reign so far. They're probably my least favorite on SmackDown right now. Then somebody asks, what is the best weekly show in CTP history? I said there's 2 Raw episodes from season 7 that stand out as the best weekly show in the series thus far. But this one takes the cake. It was Raw episode 109, Crossroads, with Karrion Kross, by the way. I absolutely love this show from the top to bottom. The second one I'll pick is On the Dotted Line, Raw episode 115. Those are my 2 favorite episodes of Raw in season 7, and probably one of the 2 greatest weekly shows I've ever produced and seen. So then somebody asks, what is the most consistent culture and production show? I would say How I See Consistency, the show that I have the least bit of problems with on a week-to-week basis. That, for me, that is NXT and Raw. NXT tells stories at a pace that I never have a problem with, and Raw just keeps you on the edge of your seat in season 7. In season 6, it was SmackDown and NXT as consistent. So those were my most consistent shows in CTP. I think that I might be saying all 3 shows in the next few weeks, but SmackDown got a long way to go before I say them as consistent. I just have no idea. Somebody also asked, what is your favorite part of creating for the fans? Seeing the happy smiles and joy when the final product is released. I love how I can interact with my audience and have so much fun doing what I do. It takes my mind off of my hard personal life I have. When they say great show, amazing match, it puts a smile on my face. That's why I do what I love. It puts a smile on my face, and content creating does that for me. So those were the questions I got on Twitter during my little car ride I had. I forgot one of them. Hold on. Aiden Rosalind asked the question. I gotta pick up his question. Let me see. Let's see here. Aiden asks, someone what storyline? What is your favorite storyline I booked? I said there's so many, there really is. But I had to say the Finn Balor 1-year WWE title reign for Raw and SmackDown. Best story, I have to include NXT is the King Dar's NXT title reign. I said my favorite feud of each is Balor versus The Undertaker at Summerslam in season 5 and Dar versus Ricochet at the season 6 takeover. Aiden said that Cross could be close to the best. What you've done with him has been some amazing stuff. I said indeed that is the best debut in the series by far, but it may be topped. We'll see as the series progresses. I'm excited for the Karrion Kross in the story. You guys are in for a wild ride. Aiden replied to me, I'm curious, has there been anyone in CTP that has a story that there's a beginning fight through all the eyes, win a belt, turn heel, etc. And I said that there's one of them, but there's a lot of them technically. I said Finn Balor, Velveteen Dream, King Dar are 3 great examples. Those are my aces. And that's another universe mode advice. I'm gonna actually write these down. Write these guys. Write these stuff down. So let me see. Universe mode advice ideas. I had a channel for this, but so we got the struggles of an ongoing universe mode. Two, having an ace in your universe mode. And what do I mean by aces? So what I mean by having an ace is a guy that you like your guy of each brand. You know, a guy that is that you're going to see the majority of the time, a guy that's going to put subscribers on your channel, that's going to have viewers come to your channel whenever they're on. That's what I mean by ace. King Dar is an ace. He kind of still is to this day. Not as big as he was as when he was in NXT, but still, King Dar is an ace. Ricochet. King Dar is an ace. Jay White's an ace. Finn Balor's an ace. I've got to do NXT. Kenny Omega's an ace. You know, guys like that. You know, Velveteen Dream was an ace before, you know, he had his issues and we had to cut him out the series. Those guys were aces of CTP. Those were guys I relied on every week to sell the show. Those are the guys those are my guys at the top of the card. You know, you got to have an ace in your series to be successful. Like Mercer's ace right now is Apollo Crews and Daniel Bryan for his series. You know what I'm saying? Each on Raw and SmackDown. Those are the guys that I expect to have some of the best stories on Merce YT13's show. Is those two guys. They are aces. So, those are all of those questions right there. I think that is all of them. Let me see if I missed any of them. I think I caught them all. I think that's all of them. Yep. That's it. Alright. I think that is going to be a wrap on this video, people. A nice little Q&A session for you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us. If you enjoyed this stream, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe down below. Share this to all of your friends. I think that is going to do it. I don't think I have anything else I want to talk about. Amazing. You know, I think that is it. So, y'all have any questions, comments, or concerns? Let me know now. If not, I'm going to wrap this video up because at this point I have nothing else to talk about. I went over everything I need to talk about, and we also talked about sports for a little while. It was great. So, any questions, comments, concerns y'all guys have? Other than that, thank y'all so much for the consistent support. Thank y'all for being so patient with me as I was going through my vacations and other things that I've been doing all throughout the summer of 2021. I appreciate you guys so much for your patience. You know, at the end of the day, you guys get quality content every time I come on here. So, I mean, it's worth it. You know, your subscription is worth it at the end of the day, I promise. I appreciate all y'all support. It means the world to me, man. Y'all have no idea how fun this is. You know, I'd never get tired of what I do. Never. It's always a journey. It's always something funny at the end of the day of what I do. And I just so appreciate you guys so much. You know what I'm saying? You know, y'all are absolutely incredible at what y'all do. Thank y'all. Expect a fantastic King of the Ring show. Expect a fantastic Summerslam show. Expect a great takeover. Just expect some of these amazing things that are coming your way within the next few weeks. I promise I got y'all. Like I said earlier, leave some podcast ideas in the comment section down below if y'all have any. I have some in mind that I'll be talking about this week. And lead those ideas in the comment section. Talk to me. Any questions, any further questions y'all have, let me know in the comments down below. And I just got two new universe mode ideas that I'm going to talk about for my universe mode advice. And you might see those streams tomorrow or Monday. We'll see. But I'm excited. If you missed the Pure Championship Tournament episode, that one is currently uploaded. It came out about a week ago. That was the last Universe Mode upload. If you guys have not checked that video out, be sure to do so. We also made a video on the Pretend It Never Happened and what could have happened with KJ Jones and his one-day world title reign. And we talked about King Darby in NXT currently this season. If you guys missed all of that, that is on the channel down below. That is the link to the Pure Championship Tournament if you guys missed that video. And make sure you guys go check all of that stuff out. Follow me on Twitter at CodeTrain2000. No, I'm sorry, that's not my hat anymore. CodeTrain CTP. Follow me on Instagram at CodeTrain2018. I post a little bit more about what's going on in my life sometimes on Instagram. You might get a surprise post about some stuff. You might get more of me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. You can also follow me on the Snapchat at CodeTrain2017. That link probably will be changed to CodeTrain CTP probably. I don't know if I'm going to change it or not. I might change my ad. We'll see. But I like the CodeTrain 2017 ad, and it's been a staple of mine on Snapchat for the last couple of years. So I might not change it. I might change it, I might not. Follow me on Snapchat if you haven't already. Follow the Discord. Here's the Discord link. If you guys are not in the Discord, you can join our CodeTrain Productions Discord. Here's the link right here. If you're not in the Discord right here, you're watching this stream, join our Discord. It will also be in the description down below. Join our Discord, CodeTrain Productions, where you can talk to me on Discord. You can friend me on Discord, DM me on Discord, etc. on that link. So if you want to join that, you can also, and I think that is it. That's all my social medias that you guys can join. Also, like this video, subscribe to this channel so you don't miss a single episode of CTP AEW, CTP itself, Universe Mode War. Speaking of Universe Mode War, we have an update on that, and in a few weeks I'll talk about that. And more for my crazy streams with Expert Gaming, with him going crazy about being scared, from our just random streams that we do sometimes, from the even with the Universe Mode. I forgot what we called it. What is that called again? I can't think of the dang on name. Universe Mode Fan Controlled Wrestling. Even with that, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. We're going to have another episode of that very, very soon as well. So subscribe down below. You don't want to miss it. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers. And that is going to be it for this update. I've been your host, CodeTrain, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace out, everyone. Good. Have a great day, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.